2 a.m. The girl was dragged into a deserted alley by a group of gangsters. Half of the clothes on his body have also been taken off. He didn't say anything begging for mercy, the expression is still cold and stubborn, but those slightly trembling fingers, or betrayed his mood at this time, taken to this deserted alley by this group of people, already prepared for the worst while I was getting ready to go home for my late supper. Unexpectedly, I saw a group of thugs block a girl in the street. How can I stand by and watch go up and give the group of bullies a fat beating? The gangsters fled. The girl holds the legs of the whole district in her arms. The long-haired head is buried deep in it, not moving at all. Let the rain rain on you, wantonly watching huddled together, a thin figure like a wounded deer. My desire to protect is also soaring. I put most of my umbrellas over the girls. Then he squatted down and asked softly, "Classmate, are you all right? What can I do for you?" But the girl just didn't hear it. Still motionless. Seeing this, I had to pat him on the shoulder with my hand, ask again, "Classmate, are you all right?" And while I was filming, the girl's body also trembled slightly. He slowly raised his head to thank me for being fine. "Can you leave it alone?" The girl's voice is as clear as a lark, but after seeing my face clearly, I forcefully stopped what I wanted to say, shyly turned his head away. It seems that he doesn't want the boy in front of him. See yourself in a mess. In fact, when the girl brushes her long hair, I already saw what he looked like. The girl's name is Qingxue, my classmate for 3 years, and not only that, he is still Linjiang No. 1 middle school, the school flower recognized by all teachers and students, less than half a year of enrollment, just by virtue of the next exam, first place in the grade, and pure and beautiful excellent appearance, invited by the principal. Please become the new face of the school on weekdays. His every move is slow, extremely elegant personality is also kissing. Strangers are not allowed in, and I don't know who spread it. His family is not in good condition. Give this directly to Song Qing. The snow is rendered with a layer of filter. I see the oil curtain. Just why didn't he come home in the early morning? I was surprised and curious, but didn't get to the bottom of it. Is there anywhere else you can go? Do you need me to call the police for you? The girl shook her head violently when she heard the words. What should she do? This is the school district. Hotels are far from here. Immediately after I suggest again, or if you can trust me, just go to my house first. But as soon as I said that, I regretted it. Why is there a weird mouse? The guilt of a rat kidnapping a little girl. I thought the girl would refuse after all. I went home with a boy I didn't know very well. It's not safe. But who would have thought he was a little embarrassed to refuse? Is it okay to detonate? Would that be too much trouble? I really have nowhere to go, no money or cell phone on me. He really planned to jump into the river tonight, end your life, but this time he was at his most desperate. Appear in front of yourself, so this time he wants to be selfish, be greedy. Don't bother to go. After hearing the girl's reply, and I took his arm. Gently pull it up and pull it to the side, lead it in the direction of your own home. The girl didn't resist at all. Follow me obediently along the right path, but he still said that with reserve. Will it disturb my uncles and aunts so late? In fact, you can refuse. It's okay. Don't worry. I have always been alone, can't bother anyone. Then I turned to look at the girl, said, you weren't trying to test me on purpose, were you? Don't worry. With our relationship, the most basic trust still exists. Even if there are no elders at home, I won't do anything to you either. The girl turned yellow after listening. I'm afraid I'll misunderstand him and bite Lu Dong. Bin don't know good people. He hurriedly shook his head and said, I don't mean that at all. Of course I believe you. Excuse me then. My eyes are full of surprise. I thought the answer might be perfunctory, but I didn't expect the other party was so determined to believe me. Suddenly, the illusion that he was his girlfriend was upon him. I didn't know what to say. Neither of them spoke again. Holding an umbrella together, walking quietly side by side in the heavy rain. Building 2. Moxiang Academy. Type 01-23. I enter the password to unlock the door. You are welcome to bring Song Qingxue into the house. Come in and find a place to sit. Then I put away my umbrella and supper, turned and walked into the bedroom. Song Qingxue was still standing in the entrance, for fear of getting dirty somewhere, but his bright eyes, but he looked at the living room with envy. Soon I state that I am holding a set of light blue pajamas out of the bedroom, looking at the girl still standing at the door. Say goodbye and stand silly. Come with me and take a hot shower. Don't catch a cold, okay? Song Qingxue responded. He followed me with big steps. Step on as few dirty places as possible. Come to the bathroom. I first dug out new towels and toothbrushes from the cabinet, put it on the towel rack with pajamas. Then he turned to Song Qingxue and said, towel. The toothbrushes are all new, but the pajamas are not new, but this set has been washed. Make do with it. Then I dug out a plastic basin, put the clothes and shoes you changed here first. I'll put it in the washing machine for you after you wash it. Basically, it can be done tomorrow. One last look around, nothing more to say now. So I grabbed the mop and said, okay. I'm going out first. If you don't know anything, just call me and wash it quickly. Thank you. When I came out of the bathroom, Song Qingxue gave thanks in a weak voice. I heard it too. I just waved my hand and closed the door indifferently, by the way. He also opened the Uber in the bathroom, and Song Qingxue feel the sudden warm light. Subconsciously looking at the door, the feeling in the eyes flashed for a moment, hidden again. After squatting, clean your footprints that Song Qingxue stepped on. I put the mop against the wall, sit on the sofa, and swipe your phone while waiting for him to finish taking a shower. After about 20 minutes or so, the bathroom door was slowly opened. A girl came out in a twisted manner. Its delicate and beautiful goose eggs are covered with blush. Wet hair hanging behind me covers the waist, a little jagged, irregular. Lu, the sea will soon cover her watery eyes. He was clutching his collar in one hand, holding the waistband with one hand. The trouser legs are carefully rolled up. The pajamas are a little fat, covering Song Qingxue's figure. All you can see is his bony chest. Can you stop looking? Watching the boy who couldn't take his eyes off him, Song Qingxue said with weak fine lines, "It's not that I don't want to show him, he was too shy. He's going to pass out, and after a while, I came back." Cough quickly. The dress calmly ran to the shoe cabinet in the entrance. "Take out a pair of slippers. Sorry. I forgot to get it for you. My fault." I apologize and put my shoes at Song Qingxue's feet, afraid that he will dislike it. He also specifically explained that this is for entertaining guests, but there were no guests at home, so it's all new. You can wear it with confidence. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Song Qingxue, for stretching her cute toes. Wear slippers that are several sizes larger than his feet. You sit first, and I'll get you a hairdryer. I pointed to the sofa and went into the bedroom after taking a bath. Song Qingxue is not afraid of getting dirty. It is convenient, and no longer formal. Slowly come to the sofa as soon as he sat down. He unconsciously relaxed his body. It's like sitting in a cloud. Just the right amount. If only I slept here every day, Song Qingxue thought happily in her heart, and I came out with my hairdryer. First, plug it in and turn it on before handing it to Song Qingxue. I went back into the kitchen while he was blowing on his hair. Put the supper in the microwave and reheat it. After a while, looking at Song Qingxue, who has finished blowing her hair, I just came out of the kitchen and shouted, "Come and get something to eat." Song Xiaohua. After Song Qingxue heard it, she quickly replied that there was no need. "I'm not hungry." And by now, I had all the food on the table. "Come on, I'm done." Although I didn't eat anything at night, but Song Qingxue was still reserved. As a girl, it's really unnecessary to refuse. "I ate the supper you bought. What do you eat? It's impolite to be polite. What are you holding back from me?" I urge again. Song Qingxue didn't insist on listening to me. Come to the table, obediently look at the grilled cold noodles and sizzling squid on top, whispering, "Thank you, sit down and eat." I only got 2 skewers of sizzling squid. Then he pointed to the remaining skewers on the table. "I eat these, the rest is yours." Song Qingxue immediately retorted, "How to do that? I'm sorry, I can stutter. How can you still have it all?" I waved my hand and explained it was okay, I'm not hungry. I ate dinner tonight. The supper is purely for food cravings, but Song Qingxue just wanted to continue talking. I just interrupted. "Come on. I'll order takeout if I'm hungry. I can still starve to death." Song Qingxue pursed her mouth, no longer stubborn with me. "Pick up the bamboo stick and eat it in small bites." He chewed a lot in his mouth before swallowing it. There is a look of enjoyment on the face. It's kind of scratching my head. Is this baked cold noodles so delicious? I didn't think so before then. I stopped paying attention to Song Qingxue while swiping the short video while concentrating on destroying the iron squid in his hand. After eating 3 or 2, I pulled out a tissue and wiped my mouth before getting up. He also explained to Song Qingxue, "You keep eating, leave the table in the bathroom, the basin with the clothes that Song Qingxue changed into in her hand. Go to the balcony." I put all my coats in the vat. The next second I was stunned because with the coat removed the covered underwear is revealed. It's not that I have any perverted mind, I want to touch it, but surprised by the style of underwear, purple hollow carving lace, this sexy and charming, close to the style of erotic underwear. Definitely not a good girl who is a student will wear it. With this doubt, I separated the remaining clothes, put the shoes in the corresponding bucket. Pour on laundry detergent, wash, splash, pressed. I left the balcony, just walked into the living room. Song Qingxue, who was eating, suddenly said, "I saw it all right." His voice was depressing. "There's no shame in seeing through our little secrets." I answered and turned into the bathroom to put the basin. When I come out again, Song Qingxue asked again, "Aren't you curious? Don't you ask me why?" He is nervous about friendship to explain for fear that the boys will mistake themselves for indiscretions. A girl who doesn't love herself, but I'm afraid that he will dislike it if I say it, so a little hesitant, but I didn't follow his plan instead. It was redone on the dining chair opposite Song Qingxue. Tattoo, soothing, relax. Don't want to say it. Don't say it. I believe in you as a person. I don't deny my curiosity, but some secrets say it. Maybe you can get a temporary sympathy, but in the future it may also become a sharp blade that stabs itself. Song Qingxue was silent for a moment. 4 is to muster up the courage to say in a rather low voice, "As long as it's you, I would like to." Anyway, you say that God's voice is too small. I didn't hear him very well. That's no different from a confession, yeah. Song Qingxue blushed and was about to bury her head in her chest. The courage I finally mustered just now is gone. His head is spinning so fast that he can't find it. "I mean, would you like to be my tree hole?" I gave Song Qingxue a puzzled look. "A little helpless, Miss Song. Were you listening just now?" I made myself clear. Song Qingxue nodded seriously and said, "I'm clear, right? Are you sure?" I confirm again that it is certain and certain. Song Qingxue's sweet and crisp voice, there is an unquestionable feeling, whether it was before or now, statements are helping him care about him, never had a trace of pleasure or intention tonight too. If he doesn't accept himself, perhaps now, he has been soaked in the icy river in the water. He only trusts him in this world. I pick up the garbage after dinner. He brought Song Qingxue to the second bedroom. No one has lived here. The quilts are all new. "Don't worry. It's late now, rest first." "What's the matter?" "We'll talk about it slowly tomorrow. You also calmly think about whether you want to confide in me." Okay, thanks." Song Qingxue Han has done it. "Don't be polite to me again. Have a good rest. I'm leaving. Good night." Good night. After I left the room, Song Qingxue looked at the white bed and was a little stunned. His slender fingers ran across the sheet, then slowly sit on it, softer than the sofa in the living room. He had all kinds of things going on in his head. I don't know if this comfortable environment is real or heaven after death. Will you wake up back to that nightmare home or never wake up again? Gradually, he closed his eyes in a daze, fell asleep the next morning. A beautiful back with loose hair in the kitchen, cooking noodles with chopsticks. DDD sounded with the sound of entering the password. Song Qingxue was surprised, quickly looked through the kitchen when I see that the person who comes is a handsome boy. Song Qingxue breathed a sigh of relief. He thought it was Uncle Chen's parents who came for fear of making a bad impression on them. Didn't you sleep? Looking at the closed master bedroom door, Song Qingxue asked doubtfully, I have the habit of running in the morning as long as the weather is nice. I go out to exercise. Saying that, I waved the breakfast in my hand. I bought food. Come and eat. Song Qingxue. I'm a little embarrassed to use the chopsticks in my hand, pointing to the kitchen. I didn't know you bought breakfast, so what to do with the cooked noodles? It's okay, I'll just heat it up and eat it at noon. And then I frown. Looking at Song Qingxue's face is a little strange. His cheeks were slightly red, but the eyes are not energetic. I quickly walked in front of Song Qingxue, put a finger cup to his forehead. The tone was a little reproachful to the point of fever. Can't you feel it? I can feel the boys in front of me. After exercising, the strong breath of hormones rushed into the nasal cavity. Song Qingxue confessed subconsciously, then why don't you rest in your room and cook? I asked with some doubts. I thought Song Qingxue didn't feel the cold. The result is to go into battle with illness. Song Qingxue disapproves. I still want to go back to the kitchen to continue cooking the noodles. It doesn't matter. I used to be like this. I'm used to it, and I'll be fine in 2 days. I was horrified by this statement. Grabbed Song Qingxue's wrist directly and pull it to the second bedroom, pointing at the bed wall. Holding slippers and lying on it, looking at the domineering boy, Song Qingxue didn't insist anymore. Kick off your slippers and lie down. Go and pull the cool quilt over your body like a bunny. I turned up the central air conditioning in the living room a few degrees, then I dug out the thermometer from the cabinet of the coffee table. Back to myself, add to armpit, see what the temperature is. There is only one antipyretic at home, but you can only eat it if it is above 38 degrees. Song Qingxue followed the instructions. As a result, the hand goes deep into the armpit from the collar on the way. A deep ditch was faintly revealed after about 5 minutes. I took the thermometer handed back by Song Qingxue. Look at 38 degrees. Wait a minute. I'll get you some medicine. Just in time to serve you some noodles you just cooked yourself. Sleep well after eating. Thanks. Thank you. Song Qingxue said with a little guilt. Obviously took him in for one night. It's already causing trouble for others, but this unsatisfactory body is sick. Let the boys take care of themselves. Again, will he dislike himself for being too troublesome? I don't have as much thought as Song Qingxue. On the contrary, I am quite dissatisfied with his politeness. One last reminder, if you're polite to me again, I'll throw you out. Song Qingxue immediately put away the little, but in her heart he covered his mouth and nodded vigorously. Look at his little fool. I smiled and walked out of the room. When you come back, I'm facing it in my left hand. Disposable paper cup in right hand, fever-reducing granules under the arm, holding a piece on the bed. Small table board for laptop computers. Put the lunchbox on the bedside table first. And I put the board up on the bed. Asked Song Qingxue, can you do it yourself? Song Qingxue can prop up her arms and get up. I stood up. The pillow, by the way. Bring the noodles to the table. Go ahead and eat. It should be much better to sleep and sweat after eating. If you don't recover, I'll take you to the hospital again. No. I have no money, and it's just a minor illness. No need to go to the hospital. Song Qingxue hurriedly refused with a white head. I know his temperament. I don't bother to persuade. Direct and tough without you paying, and I'm notifying. Not negotiating. Just be honest and obedient, so to speak. Song Qingxue wilted and dared not speak again. Obediently picked up the chopsticks and ate them in small bites. Before I knew it, it was noon. Feeling a rush of urine, I turned off the game. He stretched and got up to go to the toilet. Just opened the door. A soft sound of teeth entered the ear. I was a little dizzy after playing the game. Immediately noticed the corner. Song Qingxue was squatting in the corner with her back, and for a moment, my eyes went blank. But not because of the girl's sexy and graceful figure. It's because he's fair on the ceramic skin, covered with many bruises and scars. This is clearly the result of long-term abuse. Song Qingxue lowered her head and remained silent. Just trying my best to use the foam of the shower gel cover the scars on the body. Apologize. You wash first. I didn't ask. Instead of a heavy apology, turned and left. After a while, Song Qingxue is wearing last night's baggy pajamas. Came out. He didn't wash his hair this time. It's just that the hair on the pizza got a little wet. I was cooking in the kitchen. Song Qingxue sat quietly on the sofa looking back at the busy back because it was broken. The embarrassment and bewilderment of bathing and secrets. He wanted to help. I'm a little embarrassed. When the food is served, I will greet it until dinner. Song Qingxue stiffened. Get up. Walk to the table. Sit down. No food at home. I usually order takeout and go out to buy it myself. It's a long wait to order now. So let's deal with it. First, I'll order something delicious tonight. It's okay. It's fine. Song Qingxue's words are not polite. It's really good for him. The two fell silent. A moment later, I'm thinking about what just happened. Wei Xing explained that he was sorry. I didn't know you were taking a shower. Mainly because the lights are not turned on and there is no sound of water. So I didn't pay attention. Song Qingxue shook her head carelessly. I don't blame you. I just wake up sweating seeing your door closed. I didn't mean to come out. I just want to hurry up and wash it. I didn't expect this request. Then the two fell silent again, eating without a word. After eating and drinking, I'm sitting on the couch. Said to Song Qingxue, can you tell me what happened to your injury? After all, she is a girl who used to like. Even now the good feelings are flat, but suspected abuse. He still wanted to ask why. Song Qingxue showed complicated eyes. Would you still like to be my tree hole? Maybe when I'm done talking all your questions will be answered. I nodded in response and said, if you think about it any time, please. Song Qingxue was silent for a long time, then he slowly recounted his experience when he was a child. His mother died in childbirth. Grandma is targeting her because she's a girl. Said that when he grew up, He sold it to a big family in the village as a daughter-in-law at the age of 14. Song Qingxue had her first period. She begged her stepmother to buy her some underwear and some sanitary pads, but the woman went up first. He pinched her about 10 times, then I dug out a few sets of underwear from the cabinet and some shabby cotton-padded clothes. It's just that some of those underwear are lace, some are translucent, some are hollowed out and carved. Anyway, there is no normal cotton underwear. What can I get you? I'm not wearing these anymore. You can still wear it after washing. And sanitary napkins don't need money? Just sew a few pieces with a broken cotton-padded coat and make do with it. High school summer he goes to the milk tea shop to work every day, a salary of 2,000 a month. Can come home. Middle-aged man grabbed cash from Song Qingxue's pocket. Submit the salary for future part-time work. Why does a girl spend money? Recently, your brother has been clamoring to buy a new cell phone. Just add some more money. Song Qingxue only dared to be angry and did not dare to speak, holding hands and sitting silently on the lime floor, lying on the coffee table writing summer homework. He just wants to study hard, then go to college, stay away from them, far from his home memories. To pour out Song Qingxue's voice, already with a strong cry. He didn't get more excited last night. My father 150,000 dowry sold me to a man who lived in a mountain village, divorced coal boss in his 40s. Why would he do this to me? I am also his child. Since he doesn't like me, why did you give birth to me? Why keep me? I study hard, try not to make mistakes. I'm just afraid he won't even give me a chance to go to school. But why? What am I going to do to make him let me go? I also want to be loved. I also want to have my own room and clothes. I also want to eat and drink delicious food. Is that wrong too? Song Qingxue's emotions completely collapsed. He pulled his delicate little feet out of his slippers. His legs were all tucked into the sofa. Hug your hands, buried in tears. After listening to all Song Qingxue's experiences, my heart aches. There is also the uncomfortable feeling of something stuck in the chest. There's nothing straight. A student girl. Some are just persecuted by an unscrupulous family. The poor girl who wants to escape. Looking at the crying girl, I slowly moved my body and sat next to him. After patting Song Qingxue on the shoulder, I didn't say anything. Like silent comfort, however. What I didn't expect was Song Qingxue suddenly opened her arms and hugged me tightly. The delicate face is buried deep in my neck, and I was stunned. Feel the softness of my chest, baffled. Slightly raise your arms. Body taut. I didn't know what to do. This is the first time I've been hugged by a girl. Heart rate is a little faster after getting used to it for a while. I also slowly put down my arms and hugged Song Qingxue. The right hand is still like coaxing a child. Pat him lightly on the back. I don't know how long it has been. Song Qingxue's crying has subsided, and it dawned on him. I'm actually in the arms of a mature person, so he immediately put his arm up and got up from my arms. Red eyes. The face is like a ripe red apple. Looking at the big picture of the boy's shirt being soaked by crying, Song Qingxue hurriedly incarnated to sorry, I'll wash it for you. I waved my hand indifferently. How about changing the topic? Are you feeling more comfortable? Thanks. Song Qingxue was so grateful that she did find someone to talk to. The grievance in my heart has dissipated a lot. I didn't wait for Song Qingxue to ease her emotions, so I asked directly, what are you going to do in the future? Listen to your narrative. Your father is determined to sell you if you still want to go to college with peace of mind, or call the police. Or find someone to hold him back otherwise. Wait until he finds out about your university. Make trouble in the past. Not only can't go to school, it's up to fate. Song Qingxue shook her head in confusion. He didn't know what to do. In fact, the reason why I talk about it all today, not just to vent the grievances in my heart, there is also some selfishness mixed in. Last night, from the moment the boy in the rain appeared in front of him, he just wanted to be selfish. I wanted this to help myself. Warm yourself. A boy who can be trusted with all his heart can save himself, and I didn't disappoint him. I can help you get rid of that family completely. Stay away from your incompetent father. On the contrary, I also have conditions. Think about it. Heard that I was willing to help him. Song Qingxue nodded and agreed without any hesitation. No problem. I'll help you solve the problem. From now until college graduation, your tuition and fees, food, clothing, housing and transportation. I take care of the food, drink and fun. On the other hand, you have to study hard. I don't care what subject I major in college in the future, but you must minor in accounting and work for me for a low salary for at least 5 years after graduation. Low salary. Of course. But I will check the price at that time. Pay you enough to cover daily expenses. I just can't save much. Said so much in fact. Only I know this is just to let Song Qingxue. It's just a talk of accepting help with peace of mind, but it is possible for me to start a small company in the future, not to mention like the Mother's Group, billions of dollars. But at least maintain the current quality of life, so it's important to have reliable finances at that time. It would be best if Song Qingxue kept the agreement. It doesn't matter if you don't follow it. Consider the investment a failure, and Song Qingxue also agreed to this condition. However, he added that university just help me pay for the first year of tuition. I will work part-time to earn the rest by myself, but I refused it. Don't shirk it. University is a small society. Too shabby, will be looked down upon and bullied. I work for me for at least 5 years at a low salary in exchange for a high-quality life for you. It's called an equivalent exchange. You should advance your salary in advance. As for the place to live, it's me who rents you a house for 3 months until college starts, or live with me directly. I asked, can I live here? Song Qingxue looked at me. There is hope in the eyes. Nothing beats waking up every day. You can see that the person you like the most is still happy. I wouldn't object to living with a beautiful woman. I can save some trouble. I'm happy to have to be. So then the painting style changed again. Since you live here, then I'm tired of takeout or something. It's up to you to cook and occasionally clean up. I'm really lazy. Sure. I'll give you $3,000 a month. Keep it as pocket money. Send Qingxue. Wave your hand. No need, no need. Consider it 3 months rent for me to live here. Okay, Just do as I say. Is your dad at home now? I don't want to be torn on this. Now there is still an old lamp that needs to be solved. Although there are still nearly 3 months of vacation, but for a long dream it's just fine. Now go directly and press him to death. He should be a driver for a boss. Usually don't go to the company until 45 p.m. I looked at my phone. It's already past 3 p.m. You go to the washing machine on the balcony first. Put on your school uniform and something. It should have dried long ago. Go to your house quickly. 3rd floor. Building 4. A dilapidated old community song. Qingxue gently knocked on the iron door of Donghu. Pretty soon a handsome middle-aged man pushed open the door and look out. The moment I saw Song Qingxue again, he yelled at the little bitch, do you know how to come back? What an unfamiliar white-eyed wolf. I actually learned to run away from home. If you delay Boss Wong's pickup, see, if I kill you bitch, you are just like your dead mother. You owe conditions after you get married. You have to serve Boss Wong well. Try to get more money for the family. Your brother is still waiting for the money to buy a house and marry a wife. Song Qingxue is immune to men's curses. Nothing happened. Just when he's tired of scolding, when ready to reach out and grab his hair, I quickly turned off the mobile phone recording at the same time. She pulled Song Qingxue out from behind the door. Say nothing. Facing the chest of a middle-aged man. It's a kick of the powerful minister. Song Qingxue was startled by my sudden move. The middle-aged man was also thrown violently. Little bitch, how dare you come back and hit me with a little white face. No chance for men to speak. Go in and pinch the sides of his cheeks and drag it back, not even giving men a chance to resist. Just hit his head hard on the wooden sofa behind him. You have the guts to kill me, otherwise I'll be so tall that you go bankrupt. The middle-aged man who was knocked lightly. The sound is a little intermittent. Send blood with ruthless words. So you come over and you take my arm. I begged you to stop. If you call again, something will happen. It's not that I feel sorry for my scumbag father. I'm afraid that the person I like will be implicated in it, and I know enough is enough. He leaned over slightly and said to the man, this is your punishment for being rude. Now let's talk. Aren't you just for the money? I'll give you 200,000. How about your daughter belongs to me? Song Qingxue wants to give 200,000. Quickly pull the corner of my clothes and say no, too much is not worth it. I ignored him. Your own momentum can't be dick, otherwise this man will have no sense of awe. And the middle-aged man heard more money than Boss Wong immediately changed the tone. 300,000. You hit me. It's medical bills or I'll call the police and you have to tell Boss Wong in person. After all, you are his fiancé. And you are quite greedy. I said it was punishment just now. How can I possibly give you money? I laughed and left you out of it. The little cleverness of the two tigers competing is also accepted. I am Mr. Lin. As for what you say, it's none of my business. And I leaned over to the middle-aged man's ear. He whispered that Lao Tzu is the 2nd generation of rich. Guess if I dare to live you in cement. Quietly try to be strong. Your son is also very cute. Just like your paparazzi. I just don't know if it's good or not. Look at my smart eyes. The middle-aged man has realized the boy in front of you. It is by no means a simple rich 2nd generation, and it involves his precious son. Immediately compromised. No. Number 200. 200. 000. Don't touch my son. You're smart. Do you want to call the police? Give me the account book, and I will return it to you when I use it up. Stay away from Song Qingxue in the future, otherwise I'll take your son home and entertain him. The middle-aged man swallowed. He got up and went to the bedroom. Qingxue, go pack your things. Song Qingxue glanced at me blankly, but shook his head. There's nothing here that belongs to me. Hearing this, I rubbed his head in pain, didn't say anything. Suddenly and easily touched the head to kill it. Also made Song Qingxue lower her head. Shyly waited at the door for a while. That scumbag father hurried out with the account book. I took it and asked again, what is the full name of the Boss Wong you mentioned? Where do you live now? Where is the coal mine? The middle-aged man dare not hesitate to call Huang Zhongxiang. They live around Shangping County, in a small village called Yunshan Village. As for each of his games, I really don't know. Give me the bank card number. It will arrive within the first 4 hours. Do it yourself. After getting the card number, I looked at this Zodi. I coldly, he left with Song Qingxue, and the girl looked at the vicious boy the whole time. Suddenly, it feels strange, as if this was the real him or both of them on the road. Song Qingxue looked at me very softly. That I know you have money, but 200,000. Too much. You think about it again. I really don't deserve him for me. He felt more relaxed than ever before. It's like breaking free from chains. I was so moved. But I also don't want to like people paying so much for yourself, and I'm passing the money around. Just kidding. Just treat it as a reward for your father's kindness and bride price. You are my fiancé. Now you can look around. But she found that Song Qingxue's face was full of red rime. Pink lips slightly open. Slowly spit out a good one. I think the joke went too far. So hurry up and smooth things out. I'm just kidding you. You are just grateful now, not love. Wait until you still have that idea for a while. I wouldn't mind talking to a beautiful woman. Sweet love. Song Qingxue was a little lost and fortunate when she heard this. I just asked softly, I don't know what I was thinking. And at this point I didn't notice his mood change. I just took out my mobile phone and dialed Sister Miaoshu. After a few system tones, what happened to that melodious female voice? After a moment of hesitation for the sake of a long dream, I still opened my mouth and said, Sister Miaoshu, I want to ask you something. I'll give you information about the two of them later. One should be a black coal kiln, otherwise there is no reason to live in a small village. There are definitely a lot of stains, and probably bribe the villagers there. You can just go to the trouble and get him in. Another suspected of child abuse and trafficking in women in the name of bride price on the premise of not letting the other party go to jail. Fix him first. Let him have no time to worry about anything other than himself. The girl on the phone was silent for a while before Answering, okay, leave it alone, send me everything you know. I can solve it. No problem. That's for now. I'll send it to you when I get home. After hanging up the phone, Song Qingxue, who listened to the whole process, said nothing. Just a little bit closer to me. On my way home, I stopped by the pharmacy. After buying a few more bottles of spray that promotes blood circulation and removes blood stasis, only then did the two take a taxi back to Moxiang Academy. Come home, I will directly bring Song Qingxue in and give me the Song school flower. Please lift up your clothes on your back. Song Qingxue is quite cooperative. Take off your coat, slowly lift up your clothes, show your fair back. I didn't appreciate it. Too much spray on medicine that promotes blood circulation and removes blood stasis. She let Song Qingxue put down her clothes. It will be handed to him later. Say the rest and spray it yourself. And by the way, what's your father's name? Song Qingxue returns to the Song Tai army and wants you to keep it. Just spray it once a day. Find me directly where you can't spray. The good girl nodded shyly. Then I will record and edit all the known information. It was all sent to Sister Miao Shu's mailbox. At the same time, I also informed on WeChat it's all sent. The woman also replied, quickly leave it to me, and I will contact you if necessary. Okay. It's all solved. Your father probably won't be able to find anything about you in his life. I smiled and said thank you. After thanking Song Qingxue, she was curious again. Is that wonderful book, sister, amazing? How can it be solved by making a phone call? My mysterious smile is more than amazing. Red family now, country one. And there's no shortage. Senior officials in various important positions, all of his dad's former students or protégés. Prestige. Song Qingxue was so surprised that she couldn't close her mouth. You have such powerful relatives, it shouldn't be bad at home. Right. Okay, why go to school in a small city like Linjiang? Just pretend I don't like the atmosphere of big cities. Another favorite, ordinary people who pet my aunt. I didn't give an explanation. See, I don't want to say. Song Qingxue was smart enough not to ask more questions but changed the question. Isn't auntie my sister? In classical Chinese. I smile kindly. It seems to be recalling some bad memories. Explained that seniority does require education, but he thinks I'm calling him old. Taught me kindly since I was a child, so I called my sister. I see. Song Qingxue nodded with him. It's okay. I'm afraid Song Qingxue will be bored. Move to catering. Take him to his bedroom. I'm going to teach him to play games to pass the time. The girl looked around curiously. Although there is no odor in the room, he looked at the messy bed and desk. Still can't help complaining. I have nothing to say. Because it's really messy. I tried different games for him. What does henteing mean? My world. Even the Forest Ice Fireman and Legends of the Three Kingdoms are out. The conclusion is that Song Qingxue is not interested in games at all. It's the kind of thing that you can play with, but you're not interested in. No way. I had to hand over my phone or brush Douyin or just flip through it yourself. The password is 060927. Tomorrow I'll take you to move your ID card and hook you out. First, by the way, make a big purchase. Song Qingxue took the phone at the same time. Tilt your head and wonder what the big purchase is, then leave it alone. Just listen to my arrangement. I deliberately sold it. Okay. Song Qingxue also continued not to get to the bottom of it, just fiddling with the phone. The lock screen was unlocked soon. Although he has never played with a mobile phone, but watching my father and stepmother at home, and my brother has played, so it's pretty easy to get started. Sunset. I put my hands up. I stretched hard and said I don't play anymore. I went out to buy food. Just wait at home. I can make it for you. Song Qingxue immediately put down the phone and said I took some cash from the drawer. I patted him on the shoulder. In addition to egg noodles at home. It is a milk drink. You can't do it, even if you want to. I'll buy you what you want to eat. Song Qingxue shook her head. I don't know what you buy and what I eat. He has never touched the food on the street. I really don't know. Okay. I'll push open the door after changing his shoes at the entrance. He left the house directly, and the girl saw only herself. The courage is also growing. Before he only dared to brush Douyin. Now you can sneak a look at something else. With a strong sense of curiosity, he switched several software back and forth. I also have a general understanding of what these software do, and then they flip. Accidentally opened a set called Learning Materials. The ones in front of the prize are all normal browsers. Video platform or something can be turned to the next page, but there are a few weird-looking software. I clicked on one of the software at random. Suddenly an unsightly wind. The picture comes into view. Song Qingxue's original half-open door to the new world. It's all open at the moment. After clicking on a comic and reading more than 40, Song Qingxue said to herself with a red face, how can it still be like this? It's unsightly, but he was duplicitous and silently remembered it in his heart, thinking that maybe it can be used with a statement in the future when he returned to China. His face turned red. Quickly turn off the software and background. Turn off the phone and put it back on the table. Some guiltily tidied up the desk and bet it seems that this will not make the statement. See what? After about 10 minutes with the entrance door, after the beep of entering the password sounded, I shouted to send the school flower to dinner. I opened the lid and placed the food first. Another screwdriver from the kitchen opened 2 bottles of soda. Looking at the table, but Song Qingxue's face was a little red and I passed the chopsticks. He asked why his face was so red. Do you have a fever again? It's okay. As soon as he asked, he remembered the comic plot. He just peeked at the face. Is red or no? No. Just a little hot. I gave him a puzzled look. No more torn, according to the inspection machine. Pick up the remote control of the central air conditioner. Turn down a few degrees. Go back to the table. When it's done, I push the soda in front of Song Qingxue. Pour lychee-flavored soda. See if the charms are to your taste. This is boiled meat slices, my favorite. Try it and watch it. Song Qingxue couldn't wait to eat it. Have a drink in a while, add a meat slice in a while. That sparkling little I never disappeared. After a satisfying meal, the goose sat on the sofa and made a small treasure turn on the TV. Suggest Dao Song Xiao. Wah, you can watch any movie you want. That being said, but she could hear the anticipation in Song Qingxue's tone. Then he went to that good identity called Song Xiao. Wah, isn't it nice that you called Qingxue at my house? And I explained. I didn't do that to be in front of your father, demonstrate dominance. Otherwise, I can't hold him back if you don't mind. I'll call it that from now on, okay? Song Qingxue smiled sweetly after hearing it. Then I found one. The movie that came out early last year went live. The whole city watched Song Qingxue very attentively. When you see the shocking scene, you will dig it up. Like a child exposed to new things, it makes me sad. At the same time, I also secretly plan, if there is a chance in the future, just take him the missing food. Drink and entertainment are doubled back after a movie, and Song Qingxue still had some unfinished feelings. I looked at the time on TV and said, okay, it's getting late. Take a break, I will take you to buy tomorrow. After saying goodnight to each other, both of them went back to their rooms, and I pushed the door. I saw the desks and beds that had been made. The books and papers are all sorted and stacked in a row against the wall. Stationery neatly arranged on the right. The quilt is neatly stacked at the corner of the bed. The sheets are laid flat. Basically no folds can be seen. I smiled helplessly at this girl. Pick up the phone on the table, lie in bed, and read a novel for a while. Then turn off the lights and go to bed. And I came home early in the morning after my run. I saw the long-haired dragonfly in the kitchen. I came to Song Qingxue's side. Say, I know you're up to cook. Luckily, I didn't buy breakfast. The girl looked back and smiled at the fried egg. Too bad there is no bread, only milk at home. Most of the breakfasts he prepares are these, although not for him. It's okay. Just eat a little, finish work in the morning, take you to have a good meal at noon. Song Qingxue stared at me softly. I don't know why the girl's tone is always soft and glutinous, no longer as polite as yesterday. It seems that this day and night, he treated me like family. See me directly pick up an egg, call the London morning shift, and put it in your mouth. He also hurriedly called for praise. You eat slowly, it's easy to choke him, and he moves the milk towards him. It's okay, I'll take a sip of the milk, but when you eat an egg, you only bite half of it. While eating, I sent a message to Uncle Shen Miao, ask him to find someone to help relax the conditions. Move Song Qingxue's huku out first, at least don't get too upset in the future, just limit it to that scumbag dad. Shen Miaoshu readily agreed. He first asked for a photo of the account book. After the two eat, Song Qingxue also went back to the house to change into her school uniform. After all, pajamas are too inconvenient. Shopping is easy to go out, and who wears pajamas when they go shopping in broad daylight? At this time, Shen Miaoshu also sent a call. Find the director of this police station. He will help. Call me directly if you can't figure it out. I won't bother you if you are busy. Thank you, sister. Come on. Looking at Song Qingxue, who changed her school uniform and erected a ponytail. I'm here. The girl came to me in happy little steps. Just arrived at the police station. A middle-aged man walked out. Hello, I am the director of Shuefu Road Police Station. It's called Marvin Valley. Are you Mr. Qingxue? I reached out and shook hands with Director Ma. Here, right, I'm your business. I've heard it all. I'll do something special for you. Come with me, I'm busy, my aunt is on. Song Qingxue's huku has also changed from the original one it signed in the script. I also got an ID card, by the way. It will be delivered in about half a month. After bidding farewell to Director Ma, the girl is skipping down the road, happy, holding only his own account book with a smile on his face. He finally got out of that house, can be free from any constraints in addition to being affected by blood ties in the law, but that scumbag dad can't force him anymore. He knew it would work out so well. All because of the statement. Immediately, the girl looked into my eyes without blinking. A gentle dive dog can pull silk out. After a taxi, the two arrived at the largest shopping mall in the area. Because of summer vacation, there are a lot of young people here. Many boys pass by on the road will unconsciously look at put it on Song Qingxue. Is it a school beauty after all? That pure temperament, face like first love. Even if there are no beautiful clothes and carvings, it is also the most attractive to adolescent boys. But Song Qingxue didn't pay attention to these at this moment, and he's looking at all the shopping malls. It's his first time here. In the past, when buying vegetables and meat, they all went to personal stores. It's cheaper. As for shopping for clothes, it is even more impossible. Go to the nearest store. A clerk lady, come and ask quickly. Hello, welcome. Hello, this dress. Get a size similar to his. Thanks. I'm just a white floral dress. He pushed Song Qingxue beside him and said, okay. The clerk looked at the girl's general figure. I went to the warehouse to get the clothes that match the size. Can you buy me clothes? Song Qingxue tilted her head with a straw of milk tea in her mouth. Puzzled, I nodded and said, everything today is bought for you. Can't even have some decent clothes? Song Qingxue just wanted to refuse, but it was anticipated by me. You can take whatever I buy you today. But whenever I hear you say no, go home and spank 10 times. Song Qingxue's cheeks reddened slightly when she heard the words unconsciously reserved, but I'm afraid because of cutting clothes so the sound is not very clear. I gave a virtual handshake. Taste it to the touch. Song Qingxue was stunned for a moment, then he covered his slightly painful little, but with one hand his face turned red, and he lowered his head deeply. The voice of shame cannot be found. Bad guy. Soon the clerk came over with a dress. I took the milk tea from Song Qingxue's hand, let the clerk take him to the fitting room. En route, the clerk looked at the girl with a red face. Kindly tease about first love, just change clothes and show him how shy you are. Song Qingxue secretly glanced at me. No objection. Shyly nodded. So you should have graduated, right? Campus love is beautiful, but also protect yourself. Thank you, Song Qingxue, for understanding what your clerk means. But I didn't pay attention to his reminder. After about 2 minutes, Song Qingxue was wearing a white dress. Come to me, does it look good? Turn around and let me take a look. I raised my chin and said after Song Qingxue listened, it suits you well after a well-behaved turn. Immediately after I said to the clerk next to me, invoice it. By the way, change him into the suit I picked out just now. Then I also bought some mobile phones and other daily necessities for Song Qingxue. He got a calling card. At no time I started teaching him how to use his cell phone again. Night both of them were quietly playing with their mobile phones on the sofa. I'm just lying down. Song Qingxue is sitting and some girls with fighting eyelids can't stand it. I slowly got up until I was a little sleepy. Go to rest first. What do you want to eat tomorrow morning? I'll make it for you. I waved my hand and said no, I'll run in the morning and bring you tofu brain back. You can sleep more. And then I got it right. I transferred 10,000 yuan to you on WeChat. Pay 3 months' salary in advance. Remember to collect send clear blood. Red lips and clear air. Just about to refuse, then I interrupted again. Don't refuse otherwise. The kind that spanks and takes off his pants. Okay, thanks. Classical Song Qingxue consciously covered her little but after obediently hardening. He went back to his room. I don't think that's a simp act, just spoil your future wife. Early morning I just woke up and stretched in bed, then I got up and went to the window and it was drizzling outside. I can't run in the morning now. I came into the living room in my pajamas, ready to call an errand boy, see if I can go to that breakfast restaurant, buy 2 tofu brains, and get them free. At this time, the door of the second bedroom slowly opened. I thought I was still a little confused. A pure girl with long hair that reaches her waist, wearing white pajamas, stepping out on white slippers. Too bad pajamas are too conservative, except for the beautiful face and cute toes, nothing else. Just about to enter the bathroom, I pasted it with the corner of my eye. Sitting on the sofa, I turned to look. I was stunned for a moment. I wondered, didn't you go for a morning run? It's raining outside, I can't run. Then wait a minute. I'm going to the bathroom to make you breakfast. Didn't give me a chance to answer. After sending Qingxue into the bathroom, I looked at the errands on my phone, silently clicked cancel. Breakfast made by future wife, no better than others. Not for a while. Song Qingxue, who came out of the bathroom, came to the kitchen, flipped left and right. As a result, there is really nothing but egg noodles at home, 1.5 bags of rice and less than half bags of flour. There are no more ingredients. This year who doesn't freeze some steamed buns and buns in the refrigerator? It can be stated that it is even steamed bread buns. There is no frozen layer, so it is not clean. Not at all. Song Qingxue is tired. Does he live on takeout? That's been the case for years. Now the one that weighs as much as an ox is standing here. As long as you are in good health. Helpless for this ingredient, I can only make egg pancakes and rice porridge. You can also cook noodles, but how? It was also the first breakfast I made for someone I loved. He didn't want to be too perfunctory when delivering blood pancakes. I slowly came closer, looking curiously at the egg pancake that was about to be baked in the pot as a rich young master. I really have never seen the world. This is the first time I've heard of this omelet. I thought it was an egg on the cake, but only after seeing it did I understand it's the same as pancakes. It's all baked with batter. After serving the cake, Song Qingxue picked up the chopsticks and tore off a corner. Hook it underneath with your other hand. Take it to my mouth. See if the charms are to your taste. Of course, I wasn't polite. Eat all the cakes and chopsticks directly into your mouth. Rated very soft cake. It's delicious. Song Qingxue smiled gently. That's fine, just no green onions, otherwise it will be more fragrant. It's okay. It's fine. Then please cook. I'm going to wash up. I left the kitchen and went to the bathroom. Song Qingxue continued to bite into a spoonful of batter, pour into the pot. During the waiting period, he looks at the chopsticks, eaten by the person he likes. Somehow, he actually slowly raised his hand, stuffed it in his mouth. Then he just stared blankly. I don't know what I was thinking until the omelette is fried out. Song Qingxue just came back to her senses. Quickly turned the cake over the smiling face, climbed on the lucky one and looked back quietly. See no one behind his shamed hands. Breathed a sigh of relief on all sides. Wait until I finish washing up. Song Qingxue has put breakfast on the table and sit obediently in a chair and wait. What are you waiting for me for? Eat it quickly. After sitting down, I picked up my chopsticks and said yes. Song Qingxue's face was slightly red and she picked me up. Just now edible chopsticks. He ate it slowly. And we ate and we ate. He asked again, I want to go shopping this afternoon. Is there a vegetable place near here? Turn right. After exiting the community at the first crossroads, there is a small mall on the right. The negative first floor is a supermarket. It has meat on the menu. There is also a vegetable market. I was just about to go on, but I don't think it's necessary to be so troublesome to dictate. The style is easy to change. It's okay. Anyway, I'll take you there this afternoon after dinner. I lay on the sofa. I patted my stomach that was a little stretched, playing with my phone leisurely at this time. Lu Qingxue suddenly sent a message to Lao Chen. Come out for a drink at noon. Pinch your head. So disgusting. What wine do you drink? Shouldn't you call me to play games according to your urine? Reply on the other side, because I found a new barbecue restaurant 50% off today. Come or not. Send the address. Lu Qingxue sent the address. Let's meet directly in the store around 11 o'clock. I have to go to my dad's place first. Okay. I put down my phone, got up, and walked to the bathroom. Looking at the beautiful back of brushing her teeth, I said directly that I went out to eat with friends at noon. Will you come with me? Song Qingxue's mouth is full of foam, asked the man and the woman vaguely. But as soon as he finished asking, he realized that his mouth was fast. What is your identity? How can you ask such a question? I didn't care about that. Answer man, my brother from junior high school. Song Qingxue saw that I had no reaction. Hurry up and rinse off the toothpaste foam in your mouth. Change the subject to I don't know your friend. Don't go otherwise. You can't let go of your food. Not comfortable. Fine. I'll get you takeout at noon. I think there's some truth to what he's saying. Not forced, then induce the shopping to see the situation in the afternoon. I really can't. I'll take you there tomorrow, or you can go out and find it yourself if you want. At noon, I waited until the takeaway that delivered Qingxue arrived. Just left home, stop a passing taxi, just go straight to the destination, come to my uncle's barbecue restaurant. Qingxue has ordered all kinds of skewers and casseroles. And a big case of beer and a bottle of baijiu. They're all capped. I didn't plan to drink too much today. Seeing this, I can't help but vomit in my temples. To Qingxue. This calf chop first and then play a set of small operations completed from the back road. Now I really can't return it if I want to. And when I was seated, I gave him the middle finger. Okay. Lao Gu, don't get drunk, drink a hammer. This is drunk. It's not hard for my future wife to take care of me. When didn't you leave me and run away? I rubbed my head. Big Qingxue drank a mouthful of wine to persuade him that he was fine. I'll take it home for sure. A woman. What's wrong with serving her husband occasionally? Suddenly he sensed something was wrong. He stood up abruptly and glared at me in surprise. What future wife? What do you mean, future wife? I'm not going to hide it from my brother. Immediately a brief account of the events of the past few days, but I didn't say anything about Song Qingxue's experience. It's just simple how to meet, and then take in. I bought him some clothes to kill the enemy. Qingxue became even more excited after hearing it. That means you are living with your school beauty. The old aunt said that the single dog will be single for a lifetime. You actually betrayed me. I hurriedly completed the Qingxue case. Can you keep your voice down? Why are you single and proud? In this way, Qingxue and I had a cup after a cup, just drink it in the end. The two of them hooked up. Step out of the barbecue like cotton. Arrived at Moxiang Academy. Qingxue knew that someone was at home. He directly raised his hand and knocked on the door. Soon Song Qingxue looked through the cat's eyes. Look outside and find it's a statement. Open the door quickly, and Qingxue saw the girl who opened the door. I was stunned for a moment. I'm sober. Song Qingxue is simply beautiful. Not wet. Fendai's goose egg face is exquisite. And beautiful. Bright eyes and white teeth. Poor nose paste plus that pure temperament, just like the white moonlight of the first love. Hello, sister-in-law. Qingxue politely greeted. Song Qingxue's face turned slightly red. No denial. Silently nodded. Then he and Qingxue went left and right. When he first helped me onto the sofa, I suddenly got up, squatted in front of the trash can, and vomited a few mouthfuls. Song Qingxue was also squatting beside her. There is a layer of water mist in the eyes. The tears in the corners of the eyes are faintly visible. Didn't you say eat? How can you still drink like this? I feel comfortable vomiting. Also sober up a lot. I got up and leaned against the sofa. Sold to Qingxue without hesitation. Beer and baijiu ordered by Qingxue. They even opened the bottle caps. If you can't return it, you can only drink it. Sending clear blood. Immediately turned to look at the wall. Sleepy Road star. A layer of anger crept up his face. The tone is cold. Road Qingxue, right? Qingxue heard this tone, immediately shuddered. I woke up. What's wrong with my sister-in-law? If you do this again unrestrained, pulling my Uncle Chen to drink, I will definitely beat you up. Your parents don't know. After saying that, Song Qingxue glanced at him coldly. Stepping to the bathroom, Qingxue swallowed his saliva, glanced at the good brother with pity, just slipped away. I hope he doesn't have bronchitis in the future. Song Qingxue held her tooth cup and soaked towels. Come out of the bathroom, and he sat down next to me and he wiped his face. Then you pull through the trash can, pass the teething cup to my mouth, rinse your mouth and drink it obediently, gurgling a few times in the mouth. Bend over and spit into the trash can. One more bite. Song Qingxue coaxes to. I obediently repeated the operation just now. Song Qingxue picked up the towel and wiped my mouth. He laid me on the couch and took off his shoes. Look at me, who is quiet and sleepy. Song Qingxue somehow squatted down. Watch it carefully. Suddenly, when the fourth generation noticed something, I opened my eyes in a daze, looking at the beautiful and lovely girl in front of you before he could react, and I put my arm around the back of his head. He got up slightly and kissed those delicate lips. Song Qingxue's beautiful eyes widened after a brief mistake. He gently closed his eyes. Spreading teeth responded to the warmth of wanton plunder in the mouth. Not for a while. I lay back on the sofa in a daze. Song Qingxue pursed Min's moist lips, eyes full of stars. Is this what it feels like to kiss? Just a little hot, but it was nice to give him my first kiss. I don't know how long it has been. The sky is already full of sunlight hitting my face. I clutched my aching head and slowly woke up. He got up from the sofa in a daze, getting ready to get out of bed and find water to drink, but last night's intermittent memories, but little by little it came into my mind. I kissed Song Qingxue last night, then a soft bell rang. Turn around and look. I saw the girl lying on her side, rubbing her eyes and waking up. He saw that I was awake. He got up and handed him the water glass on the coffee table. The tone is still a little lazy. Did you drink last night? Drink some water first. I'll cook you noodles for a bite. After all, you didn't eat last night. Saying that, Song Qingxue didn't care about washing up. I stepped on my slippers and went to the kitchen. I feel a deep concern. Silently drinking water. The guilt of kissing a girl fades away. Since they like each other, then it shouldn't matter if you kiss, right? Finished drinking water. I just wanted to apologize for last night. Song Qingxue said, one step at a time. To sit down. Bar noodle. It was fine right away. And I swallowed the apology. Keep it as it is. Don't mention the forced kiss again to avoid embarrassment for both of them. With Song Qingxue, bring up the noodles with a poached egg. I was already very hungry, and I immediately devoured the tiger. Swallowed. Eat slowly. No one will rob you. Song Qingxue boiled her face with both hands, watching me eat with a smile. Due to cooking too much noodles, I have some left over after I'm full, but I can't eat anymore. Okay. Support me to take a shower and smell all over my body. Please clean up. Song Qingxue watched me leave, didn't clean up the dishes. Instead, he sat where I was just now. Pick up the chopsticks I used, picked up the noodles and stuffed them into his mouth and ate them. Finished the last sip of soup. Song Qingxue who finished passing my leftovers, picked up the tableware, went to the kitchen after washing up. I took him to the vegetable market. Auntie, how much are these beans per Jean? Song Qingxue flipped through the pile of beans. Sit on the bench facing you, asked the grizzled old woman. 3 yuan 5 a kilogram. How about $3? Granny looked at the pretty face of Song Qingxue. No more bargaining instead. He smiled kindly. $3. Just $3. Look at your little girl, otherwise it is impossible to give it to you so cheaply. Thank you, Grandma. Song Qingxue smiled sweetly. Then please pack 2 kilograms for me. The old woman quickly took out a plastic bag, packed the beans, and handed them to Song Qingxue later. I visited a few more stalls. These bosses are no exception. Song Qingxue's sweet voice and the adorable appearance is slashed under the horse willingly accepted the bargaining. I was dumbfounded. This is probably not the reincarnation of the fox demon, right? These bosses are like evil. Obediently accepted Song Qingxue's price. Not for a while. Song Qingxue came back with 2 eggs. I took the egg from his hand, followed behind him like a bag boy. Come to the butcher shop. Song Qingxue turned over a few tenderloins with a clip. They all look fresh. So I want them all. Finally passed by the seafood shop. I picked another 20 or so crabs at random. He gave the lighter dishes and meat to Song Qingxue, carrying eggs and crabs out of the vegetable market together. When I got home, I finished making the dip. Just sit on your waist, carefully washing the crabs before washing the sink. Song Qingxue steamed rice to deal with the beans. Turn on the stove and start stir-frying beans. The two of them were busy for about an hour. I put steamed crab and dip on the dining table, but found that Song Qingxue didn't know where she went, so I looked around a little bit. I saw the light on in the bathroom. I thought the girl was going to the toilet. I didn't eat it. Directly sit on the sofa and swipe your phone while waiting, but after a while I didn't see sending Qingxue out, so I went to the bathroom door, knocked on the door, and asked Qingxue, are you alright? I was embarrassed. Why are you always torn and calling me for help? Song Qingxue Wanyan also said along the lines, it's okay, it's just a month event, and my stomach hurts a little bit. Can you bring me a pack of sanitary napkins? Okay. I'm coming to the storage room, open a box of sanitary napkins at random, take out a bag, and go back to the bathroom door. How can I give it to you? Song Qingxue hesitated for a moment, and returned to the door, unlocked. You come in with your eyes covered. You can only look under your feet at most. Wait for me to open the door, pretending to cover your eyes, and watching the soles of your feet walk in. Song Qingxue's face blushed with shame. He takes the sanitary pad. Hurry up and urge it. Get out of here. I dare not stay. Turned around and left the bathroom, run to the kitchen, and take out a bottle of Coke and a piece of ginger. I don't know what I'm busy with. After Song Qingxue comes out to the table, and I went straight to the ginger cola. Let's make do with a drink. No brown sugar and no hot water bottle at home. I'll buy it for you after dinner. Thank you, Song Qingxue, for taking the Coke with both hands. Take small sips and drink a hint of fragrance, but it's more about the sweetness of Coke. And the gas is gone. It's delicious. And I said, crabs in a bag. You're out of luck. You can't eat anything cold during your period. It doesn't matter. I can just eat beans. At noon, I was lying on the sofa and playing with my phone. At this time, Lu Qingxue sent a message. Lao Chen. Are you okay? My sister-in-law was so fierce yesterday. My parents didn't recognize the person who threatened to hit me. Scared me to death. I just woke up and asked if you were still alive enough. Bro, see this. I just remembered something. Song Qingxue's memory of Lu Qingxue's anger last night. He turned to look at the well-behaved girl in the track and field beside him, remembering his careful and gentle care last night. No way coinciding with the cold figure. In my memory, I picked up my phone and replied that I can only say that you deserve it. Who told you to cut first and then play? If it can be returned for a long time, this will happen. The other side is a little speechless, so love will disappear, right? Be careful, it will become tracheitis later. Put down the phone. I looked around with a soft smile. The girl playing with her phone, quietly. Tracheitis, probably not the next morning. The sun only revealed half of its body. I came home after a morning run. The butt is not yet hot. On the sofa there was a knock on the door. But I can only get up and walk to the wealthy entrance, open the door. What came into view was a man wearing a long white dress, high-heeled sandals, straight hair. Pizza, plus body. I recognized him immediately. The tone is so surprised that Sister Miaoshu, why are you here? That's right. This woman is me calling Sister Miaoshu, as she is called. That is mother's best friend since leaving home in the second year of junior high school. Me and her, besides a phone call and a message, never saw each other again. Why is Shen Miaoshu pretending to be displeased? I'm not welcome. Brat, I haven't seen you for 5 years. You fly directly in front of me without saying hello. This is a surprise to everyone. Come on in. I turned sideways to welcome him into the house, put the bought breakfast on the table. Shen Miaoshu looked around, walked to the sofa, and sit down. Is the small home pretty good? By the way, what about the little girl you took in? Still sleeping? It should be that I didn't sleep well during the coming month. Otherwise, you should have woken up by this hour. The two chatted for a while. Song Qingxue also got up and walked out of the second bedroom. He looked at the stranger. Immediately say hello. Nervously, Shen Miaoshu carefully pointed at the girl's face. A satisfied body responds, hello, you are Song Qingxue, right? My name is Uncle Shen Miao. The statement should have mentioned to you if I don't dislike it. Just call me Sister Miaoshu, Sister Miaoshu. Song Qingxue shouted obediently. So good. Shen Miaoshu got up and took her hand. Lead to the table. Go have breakfast. Just in time for us to chat. Shen Miaoshu will bun on the table. Millet porridge and small pickles were laid out. The buns are stuffed with wild vegetables and eggs. Magic City also has it. Tastes good. I just don't know what Linjiang looks like. It doesn't taste good. I'll order something else from takeout, it's okay. Let's eat together. Shen Miaoshu rolled her eyes at me. Who asked you? I told Qingxue. Song Qingxue refused, saying no more. Sister Miaoshu, just have something for breakfast. Shen Miaoshu only thinks that girls are reserved. Sorry to mention, emphasize that it's okay, don't eat it hard, I'll give you something else. It's all family, nothing to be embarrassed about. Not waiting for Song Qingxue to speak, I'll interject. My sister first, what's the matter with this family? Shen Miaoshu looked at me suspiciously. Isn't Qingxue your girlfriend? Song Qingxue, who heard the words, immediately blushed her cheeks. I buried my head in the buns. I also coughed twice in embarrassment. Just friends for now, friend. You are shopping for clothes and shoes again. Open the golden mouth again and ask me for help. Oh, I see. Shen Miaoshu just returned to China. The future is now, right? That is to say, the woman who will be in the front house in the future. Eat your meal. I immediately picked up a bun stuffed in his mouth. Shen Miaoshu did not continue to speak. He snorted lightly, pinched the buns in his mouth, and ate them. After breakfast, I turned to Song Qingxue and said, Qingxue, I'll talk to Sister Miaoshu alone about something. Can you go back and play with your phone first? Although how Song Qingxue was puzzled, but still nodded. Obediently returned to his room. Take the person to the master bedroom. I'll get straight to the point. People also saw it. The rice is also wet. Tell me about it. You came all the way to Linjiang. Don't say anything. Just come and see me. I'm not stupid. Shen Miaoshu has no quibbles. Take out your phone and call up a picture. It's a middle-aged man with a big belly. The scene of being handcuffed. There's a crowd around. The costumes are all local villagers. I've arranged everything you asked me to do before the boss of the black coal mine has been arrested. Took a bit of effort. The villagers in that small village are still protecting him. It should have given people a lot of benefits. Then he said, as for Qingxue's father, you said try not to use the law to punish him. It takes some effort. Wait a few more days. Don't worry, I promise. You will marry him home in peace in the future. Absolutely no scum trouble. I ignored the woman's ridicule. Asked again, what else? The wonderful book was silent for a moment. Slowly say that your grandfather passed away yesterday. I was slightly taken aback. He sighed and didn't care much about the guide. Really? So you came all the way just to tell me this? Uncle Shen Miao paused for a moment and continued. He refused most of the inheritance, went to your mother, left some company dividends to each of the other children. I'm not calm. When Quan hears this, he's having a convulsion. Why would you give it to my mother? Uncle Shen Miao helplessly explained, to let go of your prejudice. Your grandfather is a businessperson. After all, he knows what his children are like. Grading will only cost him the wealth he has earned for most of his life, all in vain. It is better to let the most capable children, that is, your mother, is in power, then leave dividends for other children, guaranteed to be worry-free and better in this life. By the way, he also left you an inheritance. It is a double-story villa with garden and swimming pool. Shen Miaoshu's voice just fell. I jumped off the table with a sound. What are you staring at in disbelief? That stinky old man even left me a fake. He hates me so much. How can you leave it for me? Shen Miaoshu gave me a calm look, saying goodbye so softly that it startled me. Your grandpa really doesn't like you, but you're his grandson anyway. Leave nothing behind. I can't say it on the face. I'm relieved. I can't help but be overwhelmed. Okay, almost feel guilty for a lifetime. Then I asked again, what else? Shen Miao, the book poked my stomach with its fingers, unhappily complaining, until you have to get to the bottom of it. Right. Shen Miaoshu pouted and complained, said, mother asked me to interfere with you, secretly volunteer at the University of Magic City. Okay. Go back and learn to help him manage the group. Good inheritance and management in the future. 1 yen. I spread my hands, and that's it. You should have said no earlier. If you say it, you will be defensive. How can I intervene? I blame you for forcing me to say when you go back. Your mother will scold me again. But he went on to ask, I heard your tone just now. How is it possible that you agree? He took over the company and realized there was no successor before he remembered, have a son like me. You can hear the bitterness in my voice. Shen Miaoshu also quickly persuaded not to say that he is your mother after all. In fact, he cared about you after you left home. When you first came to Linjiang, I gave you 2 million won. 80 million your mother's. Later you write a novel. He paid for the rights, the program software. You right-handed in piano. Most of the clients are found by your mother. I admit that it was indeed born with the purpose of a tool person. This is also the reason for snubbing you later. But he was born cold and dull. So many years among the close friends around you, it's just me, this best friend who grew up with him. I raised my hand abruptly and slapped it on the table. Shortness of breath. His tone was full of anger, saying that he was born cold and dull. But what about me? I deserved to be treated like a child. Peer bullying and the cold, indifferent look in my mother's eyes when I asked for help. Now he wants to be a good mother. What right does he have to say that? Don't you know that belated affection is better than grass practice? After a meal of venting, I softened my tone. Keep going. I know he had a hard time giving birth to me. I understand. I don't hate him, either. I accepted his help and compensated at that time. And to fill his own guilt, if he gets sick or needs help in the future, I will definitely go back and do my best to take care of and help, but don't let him put on the face of a good mother. Let me accept him again. I see you still plan to be a lobbyist. Then I advise you to leave Linjiang as soon as possible. Don't waste time here. Shen Miaoshu sighed heavily. Get up and open the door. Go back and think about it again. I will stay in Linjiang for a while. He opens the door. Suddenly, I saw standing at the door, hands clenched in front of his chest with a worried look on his face. Song Qingxue smiled slightly. Go out of the room and close the door, pulling Song Qingxue to sit on the sofa. You like presentations, right? Song Qingxue's cheeks turned slightly red, but still nodded affirmatively. I don't know much about your relationship. Can you tell me why you like him? Song Qingxue hesitated for a moment. Or what has happened to me in recent years, they all said briefly, and said that he must be him in this life, so open purely because he is a relative of the statement. Maybe you can get some recognition by taking the initiative to speak up. Shen Miaoshu held the girl in her arms distressingly. After listening to it, tapped him on the back in courage. Then try to chase. Hold him firmly in your hands. I can tell he likes you too. We relatives, I can't always be around to take care of him. Please worry about it later. Shen Miaoshu's tone contained both guilt and regret. Okay, I will take good care of him. It's just that Song Qingxue didn't hear these emotions right to be the trust of his future boyfriend's relatives. Shen Miaoshu smiled and touched his head. The correction is not for you to take care of him. You yourself are a child who needs to be taken care of. What I mean is, let you be his spiritual comfort. Don't read the statement. Don't care now. Nothing mattered. But childhood injuries cannot be healed. You too. Your childhood hurt more than him, and I hope you do too. Take him as a source of comfort. Don't give the wound a chance to be opened. Song Qingxue nodded heavily. I know Sister Miaoshu is so nice. Don't worry about me. Take the opportunity to comfort him. Shen Miaoshu patted the back of his hand and said thank you. Sister Miaoshu. Song Qingxue got up and bowed, then quickly walked to the master bedroom. Shen Miaoshu looked at the hurried girl. A wry smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. Isn't it nice that he whispers things that were missing as a child? Let the overflowing emotions wear off. Shen Miaoshu slowly came to the entrance. Finally, he silently looked back at the closed bedroom door, just gently pushed the door and left the room. I lay in bed and looked at the white ceiling. Mood is very complicated. I hate the death of my loved one the most, but left a house, the love that childhood most longs for from a mother also comes. This is after I became mature and sensible. Actually, he bought the rights from the first novel he wrote. Just released from the business of programming software and teaching piano. When a big customer comes to the door, I already knew that someone behind me couldn't push it. I figured out who. And she accepted the help. I know no matter what, as long as I still want to make money as a mother. There's always a way to put money in your hands. Besides, it's not that I don't recognize this mother just because of childhood experiences. I can't accept his father in my heart. Then the door was gently pushed open immediately after a crisp and soft voice sounded. Are you okay?